Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Saturday afternoon for day 2 of the 2026 District 1 Girls Basketball Tournament here on yourliveevent.com. Chase Miller alongside Nick Furch, and welcome to our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance here throughout the week by going online to irieins.com. It's the Tri-State Tigers and the Hankinson Pirates for our first game here today. From there, we'll get to our second consolation semifinal with Oaks and Enderlin. The semis against Maple River and Wyoming-Lynchwood. Then Sargent County and Richland will follow that as well. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get Nick's thoughts on day number 1 and what to expect here in day number 2 with the matchups. We'll also keep you apprised of what's going on at the District 2 tournament and the matchups that are out there as well. In Napoleon today, this is the District 1 Girls Basketball Tournament.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about Hope Page Public Schools by visiting hopepage.k12.nd.us. We are Hope Page, and we will change the world.
Before the farming season moves forward, there's one important decision to make. Every year brings unknowns: weather, markets, yields. Multi-peril crop insurance helps protect the work you put in long before harvest. The MPCI crop insurance closing deadline is March 16th. At Irie Insurance, we've helped generations of farmers plan ahead with confidence. Let's make sure you're ready. Contact Irie Insurance for guidance you can trust.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
As we continue with more on the pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance, Chase Miller, Nick Furch with you here today as we take a look at our bracket breakdown again brought to you in part by Page Seed and Agronomy. Here's the matchups from Lisbon today. Tri-State, Hankinson, Oaks, and Enderlin again in our consolation semis or loser out games. Then you got Maple River, Wyoming-Lynchwood, and Sargent County Richland in the semis. Maple River top Tri-State 54-38 yesterday. Sophia Satcham with 16 points. Hankinson fell in OT to Wyoming-Lynchwood. Paisley Urbis was a one-woman wrecking crew with 22 points and 15 rebounds. Sargent County over Oaks 55-41 after Oaks had a really good first quarter. Carly Kadun with 19 points. Then Richland over Enderlin 38-37, in which the Richland Colts put up double the amount of points that they had in the first 3 quarters combined in the fourth quarter, as Kinley Allen had 10 points and they erased a 10-point deficit. That's our bracket breakdown brought to you in part by our friends at Page Seed and Agronomy. For quality service you can count on and quality seed, go to Page Seed and Agronomy at 701-388-2635. That's 388-2635. Nick, biggest thing going into day 2 after seeing day 1, I guess, from a team perspective or an individual perspective, what are some notes for the fans out there here going into day 2's coverage?
I think the biggest thing going into day 2 here is I have no idea what to expect. And, you know, the way that everything shook out yesterday, really fun day of basketball overall. I mean, between, you know, an overtime game, a game that we had a game-winning free throw to win 38-37 for Richland. So, I mean, all around, just a phenomenal day yesterday, and I expect much of the same here today. Going to be very curious to see how Hankinson plays today. They led by, I believe, much as 8 or 9 points in the fourth quarter yesterday before Wyoming-Lidgerwood able to erase that deficit, eventually win in overtime. We'll see. I want to make sure that they don't compound one loss with another, and you could say the exact same thing for Enderlin. Don't want to compound one loss with another because then your season's over. So these first 2 games, I think, are going to be very interesting just to see how those 2 teams respond. And then on the other side of it there, in the semifinal games, Maple River had a little bit shaky start to the game, but very solid end. Carly Hovelston played a phenomenal game, distributing the ball around, getting a couple points, hitting a couple of threes. I expect to see her have another really good game against Wyoming-Lidgerwood. And, with Sargent County on the other side having to play a Richland team that, first 3 quarters came out slow, played strong in the fourth quarter. If they can play that entire game the way they played the fourth, Sargent County might be in trouble. So going to be really interesting just to see how all of these games play out, because a lot of teams are coming into today with a lot to play for.
And that's Nick Furch. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk about the series history between these 2 teams. Also keep you apprised of what's going on at the District 2 tournament ahead of our coaches' conversation. That and more here for Day 2 of the District 1. It's the Tigers and the Pirates to open things up here in Lisbon on your live event.
Racing returns to the Norman County Raceway, Ada, Minnesota. Save the date for Tuesday, June 30th. World of Outlaws late models. Start the finish. Ada Building Center Showdown presented by R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. And a season schedule filled with the return of the Wayzata Modifieds, NLRA late models, IMCA Modifieds, Race Savers Sprints. It's Thursday night racing at NCR. For the full Norman County Raceway schedule, visit ncraceway.com. Performance Ag west of Borup with Eric today. And Eric, you've been around since 2013.
We're a full-service agronomy center. We have the fertilizer, seed, chemical, liquid fertilizer. We got our water there, and we'll have everything right in close proximity now with that new addition to our fertilizer building. Like we like to say at Performance Ag, we don't want all the business, just yours. So the best way to reach me is my cell number. It's 701-799-0356.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
On the pregame show here, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance, taking a look at the District 2 tournament out in Napoleon. Here's the matchups today. Loser out games, Napoleon, Gacko, Streeter, South Border, Ellendale, and MPB. It's been all chalk so far out at District 2. In the semifinals, Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion against Edgeley, Cullum, Montpelier, and Kidder County with Linton, HMB. We'll keep you apprised of what District 2 does throughout the course of the day as well. And here's what happened earlier between Tri-State and Hankinson this year. Hankinson beat the Tigers by 18 on January the 9th at Tri-State, 50-32. Now this comes off a season ago in which in this very round, Tri-State eliminated Hankinson in the District 1 Consolation semifinals. Since the 3-division system, the Tigers are 3-1 against the Pirates. We'll see how that continues to unfold here as Tri-State the 8 seed this year, Hankinson the 4, back-to-back years that the Pirates have went 0-2 in the tournament. Well, for the Tri-State Tigers, they've made themselves to a qualifier, losing by 9 against Oaks last year. And then 2 years ago for the Tri-State Tigers, they went 0-2 at NDSCS. So that's a look at the series history a little bit between Tri-State and Hankinson as well. We'll take a quick break, and we come back after this, dive into our coaches' conversation. We'll hear from Kevin Jackson and Jada Mauck. That's all ahead before Nick Furch's Keys to Victory starting lineups and the opening tip today. It's the District 1 tournament on your live event.
We offer the greatest broadband that anyone can subscribe to. And that's because of the infrastructure that we have been able to build over the last decade. You know, we're talking 10 gigabit per customer. That's the network we're building. There's days I think about, what's the network going to be after I retire? Where it continues to evolve, and if it evolves as much as what it has in the last 73 years, we can't even dream what it's going to be in the future.
Are you looking for the perfect hardwood for your next winter project? Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has exciting news. Hardwood is now available in the Red River Valley only at Cywick. Whether you're a crafter, woodworker, or hobbyist, they have what you need to make your project. Choose from 3 convenient thicknesses and a beautiful variety of woods: red oak, cherry, white oak, hard maple, walnut, hickory, and poplar. Get started on your next masterpiece with the help of Cywick Lumber and Hardware, Hillsboro.
Quality education, affordable tuition, student opportunities. That's the Viking promise. Valley City State University. Discover yourself here at VCSU. Visit today. A university that knows your name. Personal relationships with your professors. The tools to help you succeed. That's Valley City State University. Trusted name, affordable degrees. Visit today.
As we continue on our pregame show here today, brought to you in part by IRE Insurance, the Tri-State Tigers, and alongside the Hankinson Pirates in our first of 4 games this afternoon from Lisbon. Joining us from the Tri-State perspective is their head coach, that's Kevin Jackson. And Kevin, you know, going into that game, you mentioned some of the things you needed to do well against the Maple River Raiders yesterday. The one thing we said on the broadcast, after getting down by double digits, your team didn't quit. You kept fighting. You got it back within single digits. Just what did you see from your squad as you get ready for this contest with the Hankinson Pirates last night against the Raiders here, Kevin?
We just got to continue to play with the energy we had last night, and we just got to start out better. We had a slow start, and if we come out and play with the intensity we did that second quarter and really hustle for loose balls and play aggressive, that'll keep us in the game. You know,
Taylon Thomas, 10 points, 9 rebounds for a freshman. Obviously, people are going to talk about her projections for years to come, but what did you see from her yesterday, kind of, you know, controlling the paint at times against the Raiders?
Yeah, she does a good job in there. She's learning how to play that position at that age and handling the mental toughness and the physicality of the game, and she's getting better every game.
As you take a look at the Hankinson Pirates, just want to stand out here later today, Kevin, as a challenge going up against a Coach Mauck team.
Yeah, we just have to, you know, shut down their pick and roll that they do and play a really good defense and help each other and rotate good on defense, and hopefully we'll knock some shots down today.
Final thing, is it the start? Is it just, making sure you find ways to get to the free throw line, which you did yesterday? What's the biggest key here in this one for you, Kevin, as you go up against the Pirates?
Take care of the ball again and breaking their press and then knocking shots down.
Hey, Kevin, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck here today.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it.
Again, Kevin Jackson, head coach of the Tigers. We're back with more after this on the pregame show.
Imagine your life in Hillsboro, a place where neighbors know your name and opportunities are real. Here, you'll find affordable home lots and grants to help you build your future. In Hillsboro, safety, affordability, and community aren't just promises, they're our way of life. With a 24-hour fitness center, a strong school system, a trusted hospital, and a thriving business district, Hillsboro has everything you need to live well. Here, your family is our family, and your future shines bright. Discover Hillsboro, where small-town living means big opportunities.
Before the farming season moves forward, there's one important decision to make. Every year brings unknowns: weather, markets, yields. Multi-peril crop insurance helps protect the work you put in long before harvest. The MPCI crop insurance closing deadline is March 16th. At IRE Insurance, we've helped generations of farmers plan ahead with confidence. Let's make sure you're ready. Contact IRE Insurance for guidance you can trust.
Are you looking for a smarter way to watch TV? Halston Telephone Company introduces HTC Streaming TV. Stream your favorite TV shows using HTC's app-based service on devices like Amazon Fire Stick with cloud DVR included. Get direct access to Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Hulu, and customize your lineup by mixing and matching streaming services that fit your lifestyle and your budget. Call Halston Telephone Company at 800-457-2125 to learn more about HTC Streaming TV, made easy with Halston Telephone Company.
As we continue on the pregame show here today with the Hankinson Pirates and the Tri-State Tigers, day number 2 here in Lisbon for the District 1 Girls Basketball Tournament. Joining us from Hankinson's perspective is their head coach, that's Jaden Malkin. Jaden, you take a look at your team yesterday, a full 32-minute basketball game. You got experience at the postseason level here, which is, I know, always things you want to continue to improve on your team. So what's the one thing that you liked from your squad yesterday that you hope to carry over here today against the Tri-State Tigers in a winner-go-home game here, Jaden?
I thought we battled through a few different things. Sickness kind of went through a little bit, so we kind of battled through, and I was appreciative that they played through that.
Let's talk about an underclassman in Izzy Hernandez. 7 points, 8 rebounds, did a lot of damage in the fourth quarter as well, came off the bench. What did you just kind of see from her performance and hope to carry over in day number 2?
Izzy's just that wild girl. I mean, she doesn't care what she does. She just goes in there, plays her hardest, and I think that's what's important to us. People just react when Izzy's in there, and hopefully she can do the same thing. She's a big body, so she just uses her body and pushes people around, and that's done her well in her young career.
As you go forward here against Tri-State, what's the big thing against the Kevin Jackson team this season that'll be a challenge for you here later today, Jaden?
Probably their big girl, that Thomas girl. We don't really necessarily have the height to match up with her, so just being able to bump her out. And then also with that Smith, she's a body that just pushes people around, and I'm a little bit worried that we're not going to be able to push her back.
Final thing for Coach Mauk here on the pregame show. Is it taking care of the ball? Is it getting to the free throw line? What do you want to see from your team for 32 minutes of basketball to get you into that region qualifier on Monday afternoon?
Energy. I've preached energy all week last week, and yesterday I thought we came out very flat, so same thing as today. Having that energy and just playing as a team of 12 and not as a single player, and I think that'll prove to be the way.
Jaden, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck here today.
Thank you.
And again, the head coach of the Pirates, Jaden Malk, will continue on our pregame show after this here in Lisbon.
What's going on today? I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassi Precision Ag come over and do an inspection. You upgrading systems, or are you working on maintenance? Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve, so we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs. Yeah, I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call. Yep, they will come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Final segment on our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Before we get you ready for our starting lineup, stand the opening tip. Chase Miller, Nick Furch with you here today from Lisbon. Nick, biggest thing after hearing from the coaches is what, as you get ready, whether it's maybe a player or a style that you're looking forward to this matchup here for the Pirates and the Tigers?
I mean, one name that you heard both coaches talk about was Taylon Thomas. I'm really excited to not only see her here in this tournament, but you know, we talked about kind of the upside of what she's going to be hopefully in her career. But as Coach Malk talked about, her size is her length. Everything with that is going to cause a big challenge for Hankinson. So it'll be interesting how they plan on defending her. And then on the Hankinson side, I'm really excited to see how Shylan Maidenwald plays. A senior, doesn't want this to be her last game. I think she could be one of those key players for Hankinson if they're going to be able to pull out this win and get a chance to play in that region qualifier on Monday.
If you win today, your season moves on, as Nick said, to Monday afternoon at 4:30. If you lose, your season comes to a close. That's what's at stake in our first 2 games, win or go home. And our last 2 games tonight, you can play a bad game and still make it to the regionals, but then your backs are to the wall on Monday. If you win in the semifinals, you're automatically going to the Jamestown Civic Center in a week and a half. That does it for our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve. Go to IrieINS.com to get a free quote. Started today. Starting lineups, opening tip, that is next.
Anderson Seed Farms Incorporated is proud to announce its new partnership with AP Select Seed by AgroPartners. AP Select offers the latest traits and genetics in both corn and soybeans. They're a family-owned company that believes in fair pricing along with unmatched customer support that makes them truly better by choice. Anderson Seed Farms is a certified seed conditioning plant that grows, conditions, and sells Westbred spring wheat seed, which was the top-growing spring wheat in North Dakota last year. Contact Anderson Seed Farms in Foreman at andersonseedfarms.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Red River Valley winters are demanding. The expert heating and plumbing technicians at Bears Home Solutions will keep your home warm, dry, and comfortable all winter long. When winter's chill is in the air,
You need a bear in there.
check out bearshomesolutions.com.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
As we take a look at our starting lineups here, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Charlene Maidenwalt, the 5'9" senior forward, followed by Ireland Mauk, the 5'6" freshman guard with 2 threes in the loss against the Warbirds. Hudson Hubrick, the 5'8" sophomore. Camry Kelly, the 5'5" sophomore, and Adley Mauk with 10 points and 6 rebounds against Wyoming Lidgewood. Maidenwalt, Ireland Mauk, Hubrick, Kelly, and Mauk. Jaden Mauk, the head coach here for Hankinson, with a mark of 9-5. As we turn our attention now to the Tri-State Tigers, head coach is Kevin Jackson with a mark of 3-18 on the season. They'll go like this: Taylon Thomas, the 5'11" freshman center, 10 points and 9 rebounds in the loss against the Raiders. From there, you have Kiara Westby here, the sophomore guard. From there, Chloe Smith, the 5'9" sophomore forward, 9 points and 8 rebounds. Macy Fritz, the 5'6" senior guard. And then from there, Olivia Geffrey, the 5'5" junior forward. So Thomas alongside with Smith. That is Westby, Macy Fritz, and Geffrey here in the starting lineup today for the Tri-State Tigers. Head coach again is Kevin Jackson. Starting lineups brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life with great careers, quality products, grower owned. Go to crystalsugar.com. Our officials here of this one: Michael Sorley, Jake Schlecht, and Lance Lukes, with Mr. Schlecht doing the honors. Chase Miller, Nick Furch with you for day 2 here. Opening tip right on cue at 2:58, and we're underway for day 2 of the District 1 Girls Basketball Tournament. Win or go home is the mantra today, as Hudson Hubrick, right-handed side, will see it with the basketball to the right wing. They'll handle it now to Adley Mauk. Mauk will handle it here, gives it back up top to Hubrick. Hubrick at the right-handed side. Tigers man pressure defense. Good hand defensively here by Tri-State with Chloe Smith. It'll bit off of Macy Fritz's foot and stay with the Pirates. Hankinson to inbound the basketball here with Ireland Mauk. Mauk able to slip it inside to Adley. Partially blocked. Rebound comes down to Westby, and the Tigers then will throw this one away. Tri-State hit 1-3 late in the game yesterday for the Tigers. They went 13 of 19 from the free throw line, while for Hankinson they made 5 threes, but just 6 of 18 from the stripe for the Pirates. As Hankinson will slip this one to Hubrick, left-handed side. Here comes the pick and roll screen that Kevin Jackson talked about. Hubrick doesn't take the pick. Little pick and pop now to Mauk. Adley driving kick to Ireland. Back to Hubrick here. Hubrick will tee up a three-pointer, up and in. Nothing but twine for the sophomore guard.
Good sign there offensively for Hankinson, being able to knock down a three-point jumper like that.
As the Hankinson Pirates will see this one underneath, as Tri-State will throw it up. This one will be off the mark. Rebound comes down to Hubrick here, as Hubrick quickly brings it up the floor. able to do so. Gives this one to the right-handed side as they'll slip it right wing. With the basketball, this one goes underneath, and it will be Hankinson to give this ball away as we get everything situated on the scoreboard here and flop it back to a 3-0 game. So turnover here on Hankinson, their first. A little diamond and one as the Tigers will give up the loose ball. Other side goes Kelly, slips it to Adley Malk off the window for 2. Points off turnovers, 5-0 start for the Pirates.
And this was one of those areas for Tri-State yesterday, falling behind quickly.
Chloe Smith off the window, able to get 2 points to Nick's point. It took him a couple of minutes to get going against Maple River, but here, a big field goal there for Smith to kind of take the lid off the rim, if you will.
Smith was one of those players yesterday that really brought a spark for this Tigers team. So good to see her make a shot right away here in the first minute or 2 of this one.
As Malk will see it to Hubrigg, left and inside. Hudson saves it before it goes out of bounds, but it's still a turnover. Fritz quickly pushing the tempo left and inside as this one will be a jumper on the way by Thomas. Be out of bounds, and it will go towards the Hankinson Pirates. Thomas wearing number 11 today here for the Tri-State Tigers. Tri-State on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, down by 3. It's the District 1 Girls Basketball Tournament here on your liveevent.com. Hubrigg takes it right in inside. Charlotte Maidenwalt at the right block, posting up nothing there. Up top to Kelly. She tees up a 3. That'll be off the iron, no good. Rebound comes down here to Chloe Smith, and Smith will see this out of bounds. Last touch by the Tigers.
Smith, one of those players yesterday that anytime there was a loose ball and the Tigers were able to come away with it, she always seemed to be the one that was the beneficiary of those hustle plays. So that's going to be a player that's going to need to continue that kind of performance here if Tri-State wants to pull off a victory.
Geffrey, good take. She gets fouled. And tell you what, one thing Tri-State did in the half court, they spaced it out, opened up some lanes, kind of cleared it out for Geffrey, and she will go to the free throw line for 2. Ireland Malk with the foul, her first and the team's first is Geffrey. This will be her second and third free throw attempt of the tournament here for the Tigers. Geffrey, first free throw attempt is going to go long. As we'll see a substitution, Izzy Hernandez, the 5'8", 8th grader, played a whale of a fourth quarter yesterday for the Pirates. She finished with 7 points, 8 rebounds off the bench, and was a nice spark for Coach Malk yesterday. Geffrey, we'll see this, but a lane violation will not count. So the Tigers go for 2 that time at the line. Nick, opening 2.5 minutes. Anything stand out to you here between the Pirates and the Tigers?
Yeah, I think one thing that'll be interesting to watch is how Tri-State's able to continue to defend this Pirates team, especially that pick and roll as we see right here. That was a challenge yesterday for the Warbirds, and right away here for Tri-State, it looks like they're having some troubles trying to handle that.
Ireland Malk able to get inside the paint. She finishes for 2. Tigers will see it up the near side with Westby. Kiara to the baseline. Jumper is going to be off the iron. No good. Rebound is boxed out. Hudson Hubrigg gets her second as the Pirates trying to see if they can make this a 3-possession game with a made field goal. Hubrigg top of the key near sideline now to Maidenwalt. Here's the pick and roll one more time. They switch it here for the Tigers, kind of pack the paint. Maidenwalt with the flip now to Ireland. Malk uses up that dribble back to Hernandez. Tees up a deep 2-pointer. That goes long. Rebound's going to be loose underneath, and eventually Geffrey and Hubrigg were battling for it, and it'll be off of Geffrey, and the Pirates will get a fresh 35.
Good job there by Hubrigg to hustle after the basketball and get her team another possession.
As the Pirates will inbound it, as they will with Hubrigg. Trying to get it in before a 5 count. This one will be a 5-second violation. Turnovers starting to mount. You got 3 of them for Hankinson, 2 of them for the Tigers so far, midway through this first quarter. Full court pressure defense. Thomas will bring it up in the front court. Slip it now to Fritz as Macy, top of the key, right-hand side to Geffrey. Geffrey with the ball fake here, looking up top for Thomas. Zone pressure for the Pirates. Thomas tees up a 17.5-footer, nearly banked it in. Rebound comes down to Macy Fritz. Fritz left wing. Geffrey, the lefty, 3-pointers off the iron. No good. Box out on the backside by Adley Malk.
You know, Tri-State not able to hit a 3 until the final moments of the game yesterday, and for Hankinson playing that 2-3, they can really just sag off and make them try and make those 3s over your head.
Hubrigg left of the key. We'll see this one now for the Pirates, taking the little rub screen here at the free throw line. Nothing there on the pick and roll. Here goes a Malk 3-pointer. That is long by Ireland. Will go out of bounds and towards the Tri-State Tigers as Hankinson will make the substitution as Camry Kelly will check in for Charlotte Maidenwalt. Pirates looking for their 10th win of the season. Tri-State looking for win number 4 of the year, as it's a 7-2 game here for Hankinson. Geffrey uses up the dribble now to Fritz. They have 3 seconds to get across the timeline here. Kevin Jackson needs to burn a timeout, or is it 10? And they're going to say 10. No timeout here for Kevin. He'll let it roll early in the first quarter as Tri-State with Emma Fritz will check into the game. Full court pressure defense definitely causing some havoc right now and has allowed the Pirates to get the ball back. Now can they capitalize? Only good thing with the 10-second violation, it does allow your defense to get reset. As Hernandez will see it right wing with the rock. Now to Kelly left of the key. Deep three-pointer on the way. That goes off the iron. Good board on the inside by Thomas.
A good recovery, defensive possession there for Tri-State.
Chloe Smith inside of Thomas. Thomas lost the ball at the free throw line. Bounce pass to Geffrey. Geffrey able to zip this one back up top as this will go to Emma Fritz. Emma, the 5'6" freshman guard, and we get a timeout now for Kevin Jackson. We'll break well on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Hankinson leads it by 5.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
Timeout on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. Bank North should feel personal, and at Bank North it does. They're proud to be local, supporting local teams and communities that they serve at banknorth.bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Chase Miller alongside Nick Furch with you. Jumper on the way from the left wing by Fritz goes long. Rebound, though, to Thomas. Second chance opportunity here for the Tigers. This shot will be off the mark, and a board comes down to Shiloh. But if the Tigers can do that, that'll start working in their advantage. We saw the Warbirds get after it a little bit against the Pirates on the window yesterday. Right wing, Mauk will take the screen by Hernandez. There's a pick and roll on the interior. Ball gets deflected. It'll be last touch off of Izzy, and a turnover here for Hankinson.
Good job defending that pick and roll there. Good help side defense being played. And now for Tri-State, it's just not becoming complacent with those outside jumpers and trying to make their way to the interior of this Pirates defense.
And also taking care of the ball on the full court pressure defense. Hankinson's been kind of ready right at half court to jump on a basketball, and they've done it a couple times here. Shatlin Maidenwald takes the screen. Nice pass off the hand of Hernandez. That one was like a Justin Verlander heater. You just need the Justin Verlander changeup to Izzy, but not a bad play here for Hankinson. Just another turnover.
And just got to take some heat off on there, and we'll see if Tri-State's, again, let's see if they can find a way to handle this pressure. Maybe got away with one there as a foul was called, but they're really having fits in the backcourt trying to break this pressure.
And Kiara Westby will come in now for the Tri-State Tigers. Tri-State sees the foul on Hudson Hubrig for Hankinson. That's her first, team second. Fritz will see this one taking the screen by Thomas. Drive kick left-handed side. Tigers post up on the interior as they do to Chloe Smith, and this will be a turnover as Kelly will come away with it. Kelly in the backcourt bumps into her teammate to Shiloh Maidenwald. Pirates got numbers if they hurry. They slip it to Hubrig on the short corner. Power dribble off the window for 2. Hudson Hubrig with 5 of the 7 here early on for Hankinson. Then a carrying violation for Macy Fritz. And the turnovers continue to mount. That's number 6 here for the Tigers.
What a pass there down low to Hubrig. That was a very impressive find and one of those passes that got to be perfect to get, and that's what they're able to do to capitalize.
Yesterday, Tri-State was down 16-0. They got it back within single digits against Maple River, but digging themselves a hole early on again here now against the Hankinson Pirates. As the Pirates trying to win 2 games this season against Tri-State. As Hubrig will see this top of the key, finds it to Shylin. Maidenwald taking the screen to the right-handed side, forces one up off the backboard. No rebound. Ireland Mauk can't get it to go. It's loose on a bounce off of a blue jersey of Hubrig, but second chance opportunity there for the Pirates. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, share their heritage and their future. With locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, go to dhb.bank. Thomas misses a 15-footer. Rebound comes down to Ireland. And the Hankinson Pirates trying to see if they can maybe take a double-digit lead with a 3-point play on this possession. as they give it right-handed side to Ireland. Malk will see this one here, taking the screen by Hernandez. Able to slip this one through to Hubrig. Hubrig left-handed side, taking the screen by Shilen. This one goes to the baseline. Jumper on the way, short off the front iron. It's loose. Body's hitting the deck, and eventually the Pirates will come away with this one with Shilen inside of Hernandez, and we'll see a foul, and this will go against Izzy. Good job getting on the floor here for Hankinson with Adley Malk. Hernandez picks up the foul, her first, team's third, and that was a scrappy possession.
Yeah, if you want to be able to advance your season, you're going to have to play with a little extra aggression here, both of these teams.
Tri-State bakes the press, able to see this one. Hubert commits the foul. That's what you need to do. Go right to the 10 when you got the numbers. Chloe Smith to the free throw line. Give it a good job on a Kiara Westby drive to find it across the paint as Hubert picks up her second and the team's fourth as Smith will toe the stripe. Free throw attempt goes long, and now Tri-State, after shooting 13 of 19 yesterday against the Raiders from the line, are 0 for 3 to begin the day here against the Pirates. Free throw attempt number 2. Off the mark, rebound to Thomas. Little block shot by Hernandez. Pirates with about a half-second differential between shot clock and the game clock, so let's see how patient Hankinson wants to be to end the quarter. Hernandez sets the screen. Here comes the double. Shilen looking for a teammate, forces one inside to Hernandez, and there's a foul underneath. This will be the first of the game for Tri-State. Shot clock will come off. The foul assessed here on Thomas, her first. And the Pirates look to beat the horn. Ireland Malk will see this to Hernandez. To Shilen. Ball gets reversed back up top. They leave it left-handed side. Proc now with the basketball, taking the screen with 7 seconds now to Ireland. Malk interior to Hernandez. Power dribble off the window, good for 2. And that's how we'll end this first quarter play. Izzy Hernandez becomes the 4th Pirate in the scoring column as Hankinson leads by 9 going to the second.
Been running the same skid steer brand for years? It might be time to take another look. Butler Machinery now offers the newest CAT skid steer models built to compete head-to-head on price without sacrificing performance or durability. Choose the features that fit your operation and your budget. And behind every machine is a Butler team that doesn't clock out when the work does. Real support, real response when it matters most. This season, make the switch to CAT.
New Solid-Tech R floors deliver sustainable high performance from bottle to floor. They're PVC-free and made with natural stone and recycled single-use plastic for scratch-proof, flood-proof protection that stands up to all that your life demands. Because sustainability, beauty, and performance are at the heart of Solid-Tech R floors.
Available at Carpet World, 17th Avenue South, online at carpetworldfargo.com.
Broadcasting today from the Farmers Union Insurance David Bergman Agency broadcast booth at Farmers Union Insurance David Bergman Agency, servicing both the Foreman, Oaks, and surrounding locations. Get in touch with David at 724-6252. That's 724-6252. Chase Miller, Nick Furch with you as we get ready for the second quarter play. Smith on the deck sees this one. Tie up, and the arrow will go to the Hankinson Pirates. Hankinson led by the 5 points of Hubrig, 7 rebounds for the Pirates, while Tri-State 2 points for Chloe Smith. They had 6 boards in that first quarter of play. We'll get Nick's thoughts on the opening 8 minutes after this possession as Malk will see this one right-handed side to Prochnow. Fritz with the tip. Prochnow will see this, taking a couple of hard dribbles. Left-handed side as they weave it around to Ireland Malk. Here's a floater, going to go short. Thomas gets the loose ball. Tri-State got to do, Nick, outside take care of the ball here as a foul is going to be assessed on Keller.
Yeah, they just got to be able to handle this full court pressure that Hankinson's putting on. And for the most part, it's not that it's been an absolutely suffocating full court pressure. It's more of Tri-State just going exactly where Hankinson wants them to go, and they're getting trapped and having issues. So being able to handle that, and then also when they do get it down to the half court, they've been settling for a lot of outside jumpers, and to this point, no made outside jumpers, and that was a problem we saw yesterday as well against Maple River. So get to the basket, attack this zone. That's what Tri-State's going to need to do to start climbing back.
Tigers lose it, turnover yet again. Maidenwalt will push with numbers here. Shilen takes it right to the rack, off the window, no. Rebound comes down to Geffrey. As Geoffrey will utilize it now for the Tigers, looking to see if they can get off that 2-point plateau. It took them about 90 seconds to score in the first quarter and takes them about 70 seconds to score here in the second. Up and in for Chloe Smith. She's got 0-4.
Yeah, and that's a good decision there by Chloe Smith. You can tell she wants to be aggressive.
Hubrick three-pointer, that's going to go long. Rebound comes down to Smith, and Tri-State fortunate there as they lost their man as they go the other side. Thomas, power dribble, shot up and shot no. Rebound is loose and a foul underneath as Thomas was able to climb and get the loose ball. Foul assessed here on the Pirates. This one will go against Adley Mauk, her first and the team's second.
Those are the ones that you need if you're Thomas, just to get a wide open look like that and be able to finish. Got to be able to do it.
Kelly will sub out. Hernandez will check in. Tri-State, all things considered, a made field goal here, gets it back within 2 possessions in this first half. A play up top goes to Geoffrey. Geoffrey will handle it now. Left wing, left and inside. Here's a three-pointer up and rim rattle roll. No, it's loose. Last touch off of Thomas here is Hernandez with the backside rebound. Winner of this game moves on to Monday afternoon. Loser is done. We'll get to another bracket breakdown at the half, if not beforehand, as Hankinson leads it right inside to Shylin Maidenwalt. Shylin taking the screen at the top of the key, fires a pass, and kind of split the difference there, which is unfortunate, as you had Mauk, that's Ireland, alongside Hernandez, as the Pirates now have their 6th turnover. Tri-State baseball fast up the floor to Smith. Thomas reversed it. Perez with a shot fake. Tiptoes the end line. Lost it on the way up as it finally makes its way to Shylin. Maidenwalt. Right wing. Slips it to Hubrick. Extra fine. Mauk left pocket 3 for Adley. Tickles the twine. Adley Mauk with her 2nd 3 of the tournament.
Wow, what a great unselfish pass there by Hubrick, getting it to Adley Mauk in the corner for the wide open 3.
5:30 to play here in the first half as Geoffrey bounce pass left and inside. Here's a runner from the baseline long. Rebound comes down to Thomas. Thomas will see it here with a hard dribble, not a Geoffrey. Geoffrey for the answer 3 goes short. Loose ball. Thomas does it again. Thomas lost it, but she gets a second crack at it, and this time gets fouled. Thomas with 7 rebounds in this game in the first half, and she'll be at the line to shoot 2. Foul assessed against Hubrick. That's large. That's her 3rd. Thomas yesterday against Maple River, 10 points, 9 rebounds. Today here against Hankinson with her first point of the afternoon, but has 7 boards, Nick, and kind of monkey see, monkey do, if you will, from yesterday here with Thomas on the interior.
You know, one thing watching Thomas here these last 2 days that she really reminds me of Sargent County's Anong Dang, who is, stands 6'2", but does a phenomenal job of getting boards and making it difficult for teams to box out and try to defend her.
Well, speaking of boxing out, no one did with Chloe Smith there with the spin, so the Tigers get 3 points on the possession. They're back within 7, getting doubled up right now. A little football score with these two, as you wouldn't see a 14-7 9-man football score too terribly often. On the inside, Hernandez, count it, got it good. Izzy with the steal, with the dribble, that was textbook. Foul is assessed on Thomas, her 2nd, team's 1st of the quarter.
An 8th grader, Izzy Hernandez, going against freshman Taylon Thomas. These are going to be quite a few years of battles between those two, and advantage Izzy Hernandez on that one.
Perez will pick up the rebound on the miss. Geoffrey with a head of steam, able to get by Kelly. Geoffrey gets by Maidenwalt, trying to scoop. No, ball gets tipped out. Last touch here by Adley Mauk. And these two teams, take a look at 3 seniors for Tri-State, 1 here for Hankinson. So a lot of varsity experience this season for everybody else in future years. As Geoffrey left-handed side will slip this one now to left wing. Tri-State with a jumper on the way is up and good. The 3 is up by Emma Fritz. The freshman gets in the scoring column.
Oh, and that's a nice sight to see for the Tigers, being able to knock down a 3-pointer here in the first half. Struggled from deep yesterday, struggled shooting from distance here so far. Maybe this could be one of those first shots that's going to see more go in for Tri-State.
Ball goes left and inside. Adley Mauk tiptoes the end line. Shovel pass to the right pocket. Here's a Kelly 3-pointer short. Rebound is loose underneath, and eventually a tie-up with Shylin Maidenwalt and Olivia Geoffrey with the arrow to Tri-State. as Jessa Prochnow will check in, as Kelly will come out, while Fritz will come in for Perez, and you'll also see Westby in here for the Tri-State Tigers. All things considered, Nick, it was 11-2 Hankinson, and then they ballooned it up to 14-4, so a nice little run here for Tri-State in the last couple of minutes.
You know, and this is what we saw yesterday against Maple River. Fell by a lot right away and just unable to, make the entire comeback, but, maybe halfway here through quarter two, get a chance over the next couple of possessions to dwindle it even further.
As Coach Mauck talking it over with Lance Lukes after the blocking foul that was right in front of the Hankinson fan base, as they wanted to see a charge, and Kevin Jackson calls a timeout after being in Death Man's Alley. There was Macy Fritz, as she had the sideline, the half-court line, Prochnow, and Mauck all around her. Timeout on the floor will break as well.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile Project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Taking a look at our bracket breakdown, brought to you in part by Page Seed and Agronomy. For quality seed and service you can count on, get in touch with Page Seed and Agronomy at 701-388-2635. That's 388-2635. Still to come today, Oaks and Enderlin after this game wraps up. That'll be roughly at 4:30 in a loser-out game. Semifinals tonight at 6 with Maple River, Waimea Lidgewood, and Sargent County Richland puts a bow on our coverage for day 2 at 7:30. That's a bracket breakdown brought to you in part by Page Seed and Agronomy, 388-2635. So after the timeout here, the Tri-State Tigers will have 2. Tri-State will slip this one up top to Thomas. Thomas able to spin on the interior. Here comes a double team and a tie-up, and the arrow will make its way towards the Hankinson Pirates. So good activity here on the half court for Coach Mauck's team to essentially cause a turnover.
Yeah, and especially after a tough foul on that far sideline. Granted, we're up here on the other side, didn't exactly see what it was, but instead of getting frustrated with the call going against you, being able to play sound defense on the other end and get a possession here.
Hernandez is working. She missed from the left block, but no one boxed her out, and she will go to the free throw line as Westby. Kiara will pick up the foul, her first, team second, and Hernandez will make her way to the free throw line. 4 points so far in the game. Here for Izzy, now 0 for 2 from the stripe. As the Pirates, all the free throws here today coming by Hernandez. This is their third opportunity. As he trying to make it a 3-possession game, and does. Now with 5.
Good job there by Coach Mauck saying, hey, just take a breath, you're good, and that's exactly what she does, and able to convert on that second free throw.
Fritz up the floor, finds it to Smith. Smith able to Euro step by Hernandez off the window. No, put back by Smith is partially blocked. It's loose underneath, and Charlotte Maidenwalt will see a foul coming here. Foul assessed to Tri-State. This will be on Chloe Smith, her first, team's third, as the Hankinson Pirates right now lead it by 7. Still to come, we'll get to our halftime show, brought to you in part by Farmers Union David Bergman Agency. Take a look at the first half numbers, get you set for what's going on across the state. That and more are coming up on our our halftime show. Charlotte Maidenwalt, right wing, uses up that dribble, finds it now to Adley. Mauck's going to drive and drives right into a double team. Here's a turnover as Tri-State goes the other side of the floor with Emma Fritz off the window, gets the shooter's roll to go. Fritz with 5 points here in the quarter, and that's the margin on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
The one thing we've seen over the last 2 days for Tri-State is they're at their most successful when they're driving to the bucket.
Tri-State caught a break because there was nobody on the backside on that defense, so just a little bit better of a pass would have been an easy 2, but instead the Hankinson Pirates turnover. And to your point, Nick, Tri-State, once they can break the press, that seems as when their offense is really getting up and down, trying to take advantage of some odd man rushes, if you will, if we're talking Olympic ice hockey in a basketball term. As here's a jumper by Fritz off the backboard. She's got 7, and the Tigers are roaring back within 3. 2:15 to play in the half. Maidenwalt's going to make her way to the right block off the window and count it. Lillian Maidenwalt, the sophomore off the bench, with a chance for a 3-point play. Foul will be coming against Westby. Kiara will pick up her second and the team's fourth.
Yeah, way too aggressive of a closeout there by Tri-State, and just trying to play any sort of recovery defense is what leads to that foul. A good job by Maidenwald to be able to finish and now get a three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Geffrey comes in for Tri-State while you have Haley Mount coming in for the Pirates. Free throw attempt is up and good for Lillian. As Hankinson right now leads it by 6. Lose or go home situation here in the District 1 Girls Basketball Tournament. Oh, it's February frenzy and a fun time of the year. Fritz misses this one. Rebound comes down to Ireland. Malk with their third board of the game as the Pirates trying to see if they can take that lead back to 8 or 9. Maidenwald left wing will slip this one off to Kelly as Kelly takes a couple of dribbles back up top. Malk will slip it to Maidenwald here. Lillian will find it to Ireland, taking a couple of screens as Haley Mock posting up on the inside. Maidenwald three-pointer off the rim, no good. Rebound is loose eventually here to Emma Fritz, but turns it over as Mock will slither her way inside the paint, throws it up and in. Ireland Mock now with 4.
What a great job there by Kelly to come flying in and steal that possession back for Hankinson. Way to capitalize as well. Get this lead back up to 8 for Hankinson.
As they go left-handed side for the Tri-State Tigers, Geffrey left wing gets walled off by Kelly. Back up top here for Tri-State. They'll shoot a deep 2 by Smith that was halfway down. Maidenwald gets her third rebound, and the Pirates trying to see if they can get up by 10 points. Quickly up the floor, Maidenwald to Maidenwald. That's Shilen to Lillian. And Lillian will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul will be on Macy Fritz, and we've seen Shilen do this in the tournament so far, Nick. She's got her head up looking for a teammate, and if someone's open, she's firing it right to you.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want out of a senior player, someone who's been there, done that, has the experience and the floor awareness to be able to set up a teammate here for 1 of 2 free throws.
As Lillian able to split the pair. Hankinson leads by 9. Pickpocket steal by Ireland Malk. It's loose. Getting this one now is Kelly. As Lillian got on the deck. And for the Pirates, they can reset offensively here. As Hankinson 12 points in the quarter compared to the 12 points here for Tri-State. Malk left-handed side. Slips this one to Maidenwald. Shilen right to the key. Finds it to Lillian here. Lillian back to Shilen with 13 seconds on the shot clock. Shilen slip pass right wing to Lillian. Lillian with the step up cup. And there's going to be a turnover as Emma Fritz goes 2-on-2. The other side to Smith off the backboard. No. Rebound Thomas, and there's a foul. Thomas with her 8th board of the afternoon. Foul will be assessed here on the Pirates with Shilen Maidenwald. So for Coach Malky, got 3 on Hubrig and 2 on Shilen. And free throws here for Thomas. Thomas on the first, can't get the shooter's roll. Second free throw to come here for Tri-State. The Tigers so far just 1 of 7 from the free throw line here in the contest. They'll make it 1 of 8. Rebound will be 1 to Kelly.
You know, and that was one thing we saw with Hankinson yesterday. Struggled from the free throw line and just unable to hold on and win against Wyoming Lidgerwood. And for Tri-State, that's going to be difficult to close this half out.
Haley Malk gets the 2 points as that was nearly a carrying violation by Thomas. Geffrey tees up a 3-pointer. That'll go long. Rebounds loose on the inside, and eventually we're going to get a tie-up with 2.5 to play here in the first half, and it will be Tri-State basketball. So Tigers catch, dribble, pass, shoot, or catch 2 dribbles and a shot. Catch, here's the shot by Smith, right wing, got it to go, and that's how we'll end our first half of play. Smith now with 8 to lead the floor for the Tri-State Tigers. After 1 half on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's 25-16, Hankinson.
Are you looking for the perfect hardwood for your next winter project? Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has exciting news. Hardwood is now available in the Red River Valley only at Cywick. Whether you're a crafter, woodworker, or hobbyist, they have what you need to make your project. Choose from 3 convenient thicknesses and a beautiful variety of woods: red oak, cherry, white oak, hard maple, walnut, hickory, and poplar. Get started on your next masterpiece with the help of Cywick Lumber and Hardware, Hillsboro. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers. They are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
As we come back on our halftime show, brought to you in part by David Bergman Agency, servicing the Oaks and Foreman communities and beyond. All products not underwritten by Farmers Union Insurance, but check them out for auto to life to farm and more at 724-6252. That's 724-6252. Chase Miller, Nick Furch with you here. We'll take a look at the first half numbers in a moment. But, Nick, biggest thing is what, from a team or individual perspective, after these opening 16 minutes between the Pirates and the Tigers?
I think just the way that Hankinson's playing defense. They've gotten a couple of fast break opportunities off of their defense, but more than anything, they're making Tri-State take bad shots. They're making Tri-State turn the ball over, and that's giving them opportunities back on their offensive end. So defensively, it could not be going any better for Hankinson. Now, the one thing that I think will be really interesting as we look forward here to the second half is how is Tri-State going to be able to continue to attack the hoop. We saw it more there in the second quarter after another slow start here in this one. Able to attack the basket, got it down to within 3 before that closing run by Hankinson. So for Tri-State, how can they handle that pressure, continue to attack? And for Hankinson, just got to keep playing defense the way they did there in that first half.
And that, again, is Nick Furch. The winner of this game will make their way to Monday afternoon at 4:30 against the loser of either Sargent County or Richland, while the loser of this game sees their season come to a close. And we come back on the halftime show, brought to you in part by Farmers Union David Bergman Agency. First half numbers, bracket breakdown, that and more. It's still to come here in Lisbon.
Emery Vistos Implement has been family-owned and operated since 1935. Located in Oaks, North Dakota, they sell CarQuest automotive parts and numerous lines of agriculture parts. Plus, you'll have to stop by and check out their clothing and footwear department, featuring the brands of Brothers in Arms, Howitzer, Ariat, Cinch, and Twisted X Footwear. Emery Vistos Implement, everything and anything you need is under one roof. Stop in just south of Oaks on Highway 1 or call 701-742-2167.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Ready to move better, feel stronger, and perform at your peak? At Evolve Therapy and Performance in Hankinson, they do more than rehab, they help you evolve. From physical and occupational therapy to wellness services, dry needling, and PEMF, Evolve Therapy and Performance treats the whole you. Athletes, their sports performance training is fully individualized, built around your sport, position, and season. Transform the way you live, play, and feel. Visit Evolve Therapy and Performance in Hankinson and take the next step today.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Get in touch with David Bergman today at 701-724-6252.
As we continue here today on our halftime show, brought to you in part by Farmers Union Insurance, David Bergman Agency, Chase Miller, Nick Furch with you here today from Lisbon. First half numbers go like this. The Pirates with 11 points in the first quarter, 14 in the second. Tri-State with 2 points in the first quarter and 14 as well in the second stanza. Team numbers, Pirates with 9 turnovers, 6 players in the scoring column. They've hit 2 threes, 3 of 6 from the line with 11 rebounds. Tri-State with 3 players in the scoring column. They've hit 1 3. They're 1 of 8 from the free throw line, 16 rebounds to 9 turnovers. Individually, Hankinson, 3 players with 5. Hudson Huber with 5 points, 2 boards. Izzy Hernandez with 5 points, and Adley Mauk 5 points, 2 rebounds as well. 4 points for Ireland Mauk with 3 boards. You have 4 points for Lillian Maidenwalt off the bench, and then 2 points here for Haley Mauk. While for the Tri-State Tigers, led by the 8 of Chloe Smith with 3 rebounds, 7 points for Emma Fritz, and Taylon Thomas has 1 point, but does have 8 boards here for the Tri-State Tigers. As we take a look at our bracket breakdown, brought to you in part by Page Seed and Agronomy. Here's what's happened yesterday again to get to this point. Maple River over the Tri-State Tigers. Warbirds defeated Hankinson in overtime. Sargent County topped Oaks by 14, and Richland with the comeback win over the Enderlin Eagles. So after this game wraps up, give it 20 minutes on the clock. Oaks and Enderlin roughly at around 4:30 for the opening tip. Semifinals with the Raiders and the Warbirds at 6. Then the nightcap at 7:30, Sargent County and the Richland Colts. That is a bracket breakdown brought to you in part by Page Seed and Agronomy. For quality seed and service you can count on, get in touch with Page Seed and Agronomy in Page, North Dakota at 701-388-2635. That's 388-2635. That does it for our halftime show here today, as we will get you ready for the second half next here in Lisbon. That does it for our Farmers Union Insurance David Bergman Agency halftime report.
Hankinson is a very progressive small town that's actually, I would say, growing or thriving rather than dying.
If you have a family, this is a top-notch school system.
Hankinson's a small enough town that you feel secure.
We're able to be self-sustaining by having all of these awesome amenities.
And although Hankinson may be a small town, it has lots of things to keep you entertained or to start a new career.
Find home in Hankinson, North Dakota.
Hi, my name is Julie Falk. I am the owner and pharmacist in charge at Hankinson Drug. We really want to help everyone in the best way that we know how. We do med synchronization, so everyone gets their medication on time. We have mail outs if you need them. We also have gift registry, whether you're getting married or if you're having a child.
Find home in Hankinson, North Dakota.
Crossroads Electric is committed to providing solutions for every customer. They know that each customer is different, which is why all of their services can be easily customized. Whether it is heating, ventilating, or air conditioning, let the team at Crossroads Electric take care of you from residential, commercial, or ag electric work. With offices in Milner and Lisbon, Crossroads Electric serves Sargent, Ransom, Richwood, Dickey, and Lemoore counties. Call Crossroads Electric today for your professional grade low-level coal monitor at 701-427-4328.
Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley School Districts in Page and Fingal, North Dakota. If you're interested in an ag loan, real estate, consumer, commercial, or HELOC, give Dwight a call at either branch location. Reach out to Janine about investing in a certificate of deposit or save by opening a money market account. Proudly supporting the Maple River Raiders and wishing the athletes and coaches a successful year. Hometown Community Bank is an equal housing lender and member of the FDIC.
High school basketball here today from Lisbon as we get you set 25-16 between the Hankinson Pirates and the Tri-State Tigers. Hankinson trying to see if they can find a way to get to a region qualifier here for the first time since the inception of the 3-division system, albeit what this team has gone through with Coach Mauk is just consistently getting better every year in terms of the win column. Well, for the Tri-State Tigers, looking to see if they can make a region qualifier for the second time in 3 years. And Fritz will get called for the foul. That's Macy's second, team's first. And Hudson Huberg toes the line to shoot 2 here for Hankinson. And a really good cut there, Nick, by Hudson to make her way to the line.
Yeah, good aggressive set coming out of the halftime locker room to be able to get an opportunity towards the hoop and Not able to get the bucket, but able to be rewarded with free throws here.
Hubrig now with 6 points as the Hankinson Pirates, 4 of 7 from the stripe. Free throw opportunity number 2 here for Hubrig as Hankinson up by double digits. They were up by 10 at 14-4 and now have their largest lead here at 11 to open up this second half of play. As Tri-State has done throughout the tournament, digging themselves a little bit of a hole, but able to find themselves to come back out of it. There's a jumper miss by Fritz, but Macy Fritz gets the rebound after the Emma Fritz miss, as this is going to be a 3 on the way. Chloe Smith now in double digits. She's got 11. And there's the answer for Tri-State, but can the Tigers get on a little 7-2, 8-2 kind of a run as Kelly takes the ball screen from Shylin. Ball makes its way over the hands of Hubrig. Turnover for the Pirates.
You know, for Tri-State, able to get it down to within 3 before that 8-0 run to end the first half, start the second half, and, you know, getting that 3 to fall for Smith. Yeah, like you said, if they can get on a little bit of a run here and try and get this back down to a 2-possession game, that'll be huge.
Geffrey turns the ball over, number 10 here for the Tri-State Tigers. Tri-State's hit 2 threes, one by Emma Fritz, the other by Chloe Smith. The two have combined for 18 of the 19 points for the Tri-State Tigers today. Hankinson a little bit more balanced right now, 7 for Hubrig as Hubrig gives the ball to Shylin Maidenwald. Shylin here at the high post looking inside to Kelly. Kelly throws up and there's a foul. This might be on Geffrey. Going straight up on the interior was Westby, but we'll see who the guilty Tiger is going to be, and it will be from behind by Geffrey, her first, team second. Kelly, the 5'5 sophomore guard, a 50% free throw shooter on the season. Right-handed toss is going to go long. Free throw attempt number 2, and one thing that Hankinson's hoping to do is try to put a team away. Instead of yesterday, them and Weimer-Lidgewood were nip and tuck, and when it seemed like Hankinson would maybe jump out, Warbirds would come back. Thomas gets the rebound but turns it over to Hubrig as Hudson gives it back around now to Kelly, left wing 3. This one will hit the top of the nets, or excuse me, the backboard, then hit the wires, so that'll go out of bounds, and it will be Tri-State basketball. Pirates haven't necessarily hit the gold mine here on the full court press, but they've been disruptive enough to force turnovers like this. It's just a matter of can you take advantage and get points off the turnover in terms of hitting the gold mine. As Ireland Malk, right wing, will give it back up top to Shylin. Maidenwald able to find this one, slip it on the interior, and a turnover here for the Pirates. Hernandez checks back in for Hankinson, while Emma Fritz will check into the game back in return here for the Tri-State Tigers for Westby. Tigers with Geffrey uses up that dribble. In the back now to Macy Fritz. Macy Fritz bounce pass to Geffrey here at the wing as Geffrey leaves it up top here for the Tigers. Geffrey with it, left and inside. Tigers run their offensive set, find it to Fritz. Good play action. They finish for 2 with the left hand for Macy. Macy Fritz, one of 3 seniors with her and Cindy Perez, and then Grace Brandenberger, who is injured. 3 seniors here for the Tri-State Tigers this season. Ball screen coming. Here comes a pick and roll to Hernandez, and shot will be long. Rebound going to be tied up with it by Smith and Hernandez, and the arrow will go to the Tri-State Tigers. Jessa Prock now to come in alongside with Camry Kelly here. Hankinson saw that 11-point lead now. A little mini 4-0 run for the Tigers over the last 2 minutes of game action. Geffrey, front court, bounce pass to Fritz. Fritz will take one hard dribble off the window for 2. Macy Fritz now has 4.
And if you're Tri-State, this is exactly what you need. Beat the press, get buckets towards the hoop, and just like that, it's back to a 4-point game.
Ireland Malk will handle the basketball, gives it up top now to Prochnow. Prochnow right-handed side, taking a couple of dribbles with Kelly. Kelly lost it, it's on the deck, it's loose. Eventually will get a tie-up, and the arrow will make its way towards the Hankinson Pirates as Hudson Hubrig is Shylin Maidenwald after a quick breather. Geffrey is going to come out. Looks like she might have a little blood after going for that loose ball, so a substitution here with Ella Westby. The 8th grader will check in. But the Tigers on a little 6-0 run right now. Don't look now, you get another stop and another score. We got ourselves a 1-possession game.
And the one thing with Westby just checking in, when she came in at the end of the game yesterday, she was playing with energy. Nice three there by Hankinson.
Yeah, Adley Malk with the triple. She's got 8. This one goes to the hands of Smith. Smith with it. Nearly thought about passing the ball. Will shoot this one up. This one will go to Adley Malk for the rebound, her third, as Huberg now brings it up the floor. And the Pirates able to lead this one by 7. Shilan inside Hernandez. Hernandez with the dribble over Thomas. No. Rebound is loose and eventually dug out there by Chloe Smith. Tigers with Macy. Fritz slip pass up and over to Thomas. And good backside defense here for Ireland Malk to get the steal, as the Pirates will utilize this one now in the front court. Shilan left and inside to Hubrick. Hubrick dribble splits the pair. Shot no. Rebound is going to be won by Emma. But then she turns it over. Hubrick inside Maiden-Walt for 2. And a timeout on the floor. Will break as well. Pirates now up by 9. 4:22 to play in the third quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about Hope Page Public Schools by visiting hopepage.k12.nd.us. We are Hope Page, and we will change the world.
Time on the floor, brought to you in part by Bank North, not new, not national. Bank North, a hometown bank focused on relationships, local decisions, and community support. Find more at banknorth.bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Chase Miller, Nick Furch with you here on a little Saturday afternoon as Tri-State Tigers trailing it by 9 and could be 11 now as Huberg. Block shot by Fritz, and Fritz will get tied up with it with Ireland Malk. And good hand defensively here by Macy Fritz. The 5'6 senior got the deflection, as we'll see a substitution as Kiara Westby will check in. And quite frankly, Nick, the Tigers catch a break.
Yeah, absolutely. We're talking in the break of, after that timeout, Hankinson gets a chance to set up a press and, get an opportunity to go up by double digits, and 2 quick turnovers in about a 10-15 second span by Tri-State.
Pirates were up 27-16 for their largest lead of the game. They can match that or even break it with the made 3 here. Ball goes into Mao. Couple of dribbles by Adley. Now to Hubrick. Rainbow triple is up and in. Hudson Hubrick now in double digits with 10.
Wow, what a made shot there by Hubrick. Very, very confident stepping into that 3.
Foul will be assessed here on Ireland Malk, her second, team's first of the third quarter, as the Pirates now with that 12-point advantage here. This is the teeter-totter point of the game here if you're Tri-State. Want to keep it within 12, if not get it within single digits before the fourth quarter. Well, if you're Hankinson, can you balloon it to 15 or possibly 20 here and try to put the game out of reach? Tigers, right-handed side with the basketball, finds it to Fritz as Fritz calls out the offense here for the Tigers. Fritz left wing. We'll see this one now to Westby. Westby bounce pass. This one goes through the hands of Emma Fritz. Turnover. It's going to go to Adley Malk. Malk trying to beat everybody down the floor, and a good hustle back defensively by Macy Fritz as she gets another block shot here in the quarter. Camry Kelly will sub in as Ireland Malk will check out. Pirates so far 10 points in the quarter, while you have 7 points here for Tri-State. Block shot again, this time by Smith. Hubrick picks up the loose ball. Shilan zip pass on the interior, goes to Haley Mount, back to Hubrick on this little triangle. Kelly launches a 22-footer. That goes off the iron. Last touch here by the Tigers. Lindsay Hernandez will sub in. Saw this yesterday for Jada Malk too, giving a player a little breather. Maybe an instruction or two on the bench, then send him back out. Trying to keep those legs fresh as everybody playing on the back end of a back-to-back here today in Lisbon. This one goes to Hubrig up top. Hubrig takes the screen jumper from 17. That goes long. Rebound, Fritz, and Hubrig will come in, and this will be a foul here on Hudson. That's her 4th. So Hubrig with her 4th, team 2nd. After Macy Fritz already had the position, and that's a tough one for the Pirates, Nick, with Hubrig, as she was starting to heat it up here in the quarter with 5 points.
You know, and that's one of those things where if you don't already have 3 fouls and at risk of a 4th, you're okay with that hustle for an offensive rebound, but sometimes you just got to know when you're out of position and just let the play happen.
Fritz shot, that will be off the mark. Ireland Mount gets her rebound. The old Kenny Rogers song, know when to hold them, know when to fold them, comes to mind, as they will see it near side of Shylin. Maiden Waltz, couple of dribbles, leaves it right-handed side. Mauk will tee up the 3. Adley short, rebound tipped into the hands here of Tri-State, and then we'll get a reach and foul. Foul will come here against Izzy Hernandez, her 2nd, team's 3rd, after the loose ball rebound here by Maya Loosemore, the 5'8" freshman forward. Tigers we'll see this one as they do with Emma Fritz. Little 3-on-2 bounce pass to the short corner. Jumper from 7 goes long. Rebound to Hankinson. And the Pirates will work with it the other side. Shylin Maidenwaltz quickly up the floor. This one to Mauk, and there's a foul. Fritz was trying to get another block shot, but instead will pick up the foul. That one a foul trouble here with her 3rd for the Tigers. Emily Mount coming off a 10.6 rebound performance against the Warbirds yesterday. And Mount so far here this afternoon with 8 points and 3 rebounds for the 5'8" freshman. Look at Hankinson, you can just say balanced attack. There's been 3-4 minutes where it's been Hubrig, or 3-4 minutes where it's been Hernandez, a couple minutes where it's been Maidenwalt. Just a balanced team effort. Adley misses both but gets the ball back here. Camry Kelly will slip this one, and a foul underneath. This looks to go on Emma Fritz. And the foul will be on Emma, her 1st, the team's 4th. Final one to give for the Tigers before the end of the quarter. Maidenwalt with a little V-cut to the right block, and we'll get a tie-up, in the arrow goes towards Tri-State. 2:17 left to play, and we're kind of at a stalemate here at the 35-23 mark on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, for Tri-State, I mean, best case scenario, because Hankinson has had plenty of looks here during this little stretch where not much has gone on. But, yeah, they need to get a couple of buckets here quick to close out the quarter.
And turnover here for Chloe Smith. They had 6 in the first quarter, 3 in the second, and they have 7 so far for a total of 16, 7 turnovers here in quarter number 3 for Tri-State. Shylin Maidenwalt up and over the pass to Hernandez. Hernandez sees one. Oh, block shot by Loosemore. It's loose underneath, and then we'll get another tie-up, in the arrow goes towards the Hankinson Pirates. Well, Tri-State's been fortunate a couple of times where Hernandez has posted up her defender. They hedge out front, but there's no backside help. Pirates get it in. Here's a Kelly jumper, left wing long. Rebound will go to Smith. Chloe gets her 5th board, trying to get out of a double team, does with a head of steam. Smith crossing over inside the paint. Runner no. Rebounds loose by Fritz underneath. You got 4 blue jerseys around her, and the tie-up will stay the Tri-State Tigers. If you had a jump ball on your basketball bingo card today, it would be blacked out with how many times we've seen the 50-50 ball. Tigers inbound it with Emma Fritz. Fritz will slip this one up top. Good read here by Ireland Mauk. Mauk crossing the timeline, right-hand side to Shylin. Maidenwalt to the baseline. Here's a runner up short. Rebound, one underneath. Put back here for Haley into free throws. Haley Mauk will toe the line, where Hankinson here in the quarter is 2 of 6 from the stripe. Thomas with her 3rd. Free throw away here for Haley off the backboard, no good. I think the question becomes, who's the team that's going to get off that 35 or 23 mark? Might be the team to go on a little run here to end the 3rd, start the 4th. Mauk, 2nd free throw attempt, able to bank that one in. Goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Pirates now with 36 points. Averaging 47 points per game. Tri-State at 39 points, and there's a foul. Foul on Kelly, her 2nd. That's the team's 4th. Final one to give here for the Pirates.
You know, one thing you mentioned earlier, both these teams are coming in off of a back-to-back. You wonder, you know, how are the legs feeling? Is the conditioning here late in the season off of a back-to-back kind of game? We'll see how this fourth quarter shakes out in that regard.
Thomas, no, loose. Moore gets another crack at it. Thomas on the inside, throws it up. Shot, no, it's still loose, and eventually we'll see it come away with Chloe Smith. Here's a three, up and in. Emma Fritz with 10. I think the 5th time's the charm on the possession. To a 10-point game, Maidenwald zip pass inside, able to find it out to Kelly. Kelly looking for the answer three. That's off the lip of the rim, no good. Rebound is loose, and it will be Tri-State basketball. Well, Thomas got about 3 rebounds. Loosemore got one as well with Smith on that last possession. And Chloe Smith has 11 points. Emma Fritz now with 10 here for the Tigers. Geffrey able to bring this one up the court. Back to Chloe Smith here. Smith inside, Thomas. Here comes a double team. Thomas sets up her feet, shot no. Rebound is loose underneath, and the Pirates with Adley Mauk gets her 5th. On the deck goes Fritz with Mauk, and we'll get a timeout for Jaden Mauk after Ireland had the loose ball. We'll break with him, 25.5 to play in the third quarter.
Before the farming season moves forward, there's one important decision to make. Every year brings unknowns. Weather, markets, yields. Multi-peril crop insurance helps protect the work you put in long before harvest. The MPCI crop insurance closing deadline is March 16th. At IRE Insurance, we've helped generations of farmers plan ahead with confidence. Let's make sure you're ready. Contact IRE Insurance for guidance you can trust.
Broadcasting today from the Farmers Union Insurance David Bergman Agency broadcast booth. Call 701-724-6252. From crop to health to home and more, get in touch with David Bergman Agency, servicing both the Foreman Oaks and surrounding communities with Farmers Union Insurance. So after the timeout here for Coach Mauk, both teams will have 3 remaining as the Pirates bring this one to the front court to Ireland. Ireland Mauk at the right wing. Maidenwald will make the cut. This one goes on the inside to Lillian Maidenwald. Everybody went up top, and Lillian was all by herself. She's got 6. 8 seconds to play here in the quarter. Geffrey now with 6 seconds with 5. Geffrey weaving her way in a reach and foul, and free throws upcoming. Foul here to the Pirates. This will be on Camry Kelly. Her 3rd will be a team's 5th, and we'll see free throws upcoming for Geffrey. Tigers 1 of 8 from the free throw line. First free throw of the second half. Geffrey missing that attempt. As the second free throw is up and in. 3 seconds. Mauk gets a shot off to beat the horn, but that one will go out of play. As we've completed 3 quarters on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Pirates lead it by 11 points.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
Racing returns to the Norman County Raceway, Ada, Minnesota. Save the date for Tuesday, June 30th. World of Outlaws late models. Start to finish, Ada Building Center Showdown presented by R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. And a season schedule filled with the return of the Wayzata Modifieds, NLRA late models, IMCA Modifieds, Race Savers Sprints. It's Thursday night racing at NCR. For the full Norman County Raceway schedule, visit ncraceway.com.
High school basketball here today on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Go to dhb.bank. Pirates lead it by 11, 38-27. 10 points for Hudson Huberg in the game with those 4 fouls. Tri-State led by the 11 of Chloe Smith. Left-handed side goes to Ireland Mauk. Mauk will give it back up top to Huberg. Huberg will see this one on the little slip screen by Maidenwald. Hudson right baseline, gives it back to Shilan. 20 seconds on the shot clock as Maidenwald's going to drive on Fritz. Zip pass on the interior goes to Adley Mauk. Now to Kelly, left of the key, 3 balls long. Rebound on the interior is going to be one to Shilan as Maidenwald will see it back to the right-hand side. Kelly with another 3 and gets this one to go. Kelly with the triple.
What an effort there by Hankinson to keep those possessions alive. That was very impressive offensive rebounding for the Pirates.
Left wing goes Geffrey, back now to Fritz, up by 14 for Hankinson. Smith will utilize the basketball, dribble right-handed side off the window, no. Rebound, put back, there's a foul as Loosemore will head to the free throw line. So 2 free throws upcoming for Tri-State. Foul assessed here to Hankinson. That'll be Adley Mauk, her second. Pirates right now with 5 3-pointers in the game. As Loosemore, right-handed toss is going to go up and long, and that's been the story for Tri-State, however, has been the missed chances at the line. Now 2 of 11 as Hernandez checks in for the Pirates. Free throw attempt number 2 is up and good. So Loosemore hits the free throw. We'll get a substitution as Perez will check in for the aforementioned Loosemore. Now if you're Tri-State, Kevin Jackson, this is where you're going to start picking up the press a little bit here, down by 13 points. See if he can cause some havoc. Hubring, able to see this one to Kelly. Kelly right wing, going to drive, and she gets fouled and nearly got the continuation to go as Kelly will head to the line to shoot 2. Foul assist on Chloe Smith, her second.
Kelly is another one of those players right now for Hankinson that's starting to heat up here in the second half and really helping them to balloon this lead up to 13 and hoping for more.
Kelly missing the free throw attempt. Pirates not doing themselves many favors either from the line here in this game. They're 6 of 15 from the stripe. His free throw attempt here on the second is off the iron. Loose ball. Smith will come away with it. Chloe's got her 7th rebound of the game, so if you're Tri-State, not the worst foul in the world as you get the ball back. After 2 missed free throws, Geffrey bounce past Perez. Tigers need it. Perez 3. This one will be off the iron, no. Loose ball by Smith. Block shot by Hernandez. This one comes to Thomas and can't get it to go. As full court pressure defense. Foul on Macy Fritz, her 4th, team 2nd. You have 14 rebounds for Thomas and 8 boards by Smith here. Tri-State kind of feeling like it was against Maple River. You're maybe out rebounding your competition, but you're still coming up a little short on the scoreboard. As Mauk will throw this one away. Turnover for the Pirates, their 14th.
Yeah, it's not often that you see rebounding, being ahead by a large margin in the rebounding category and that not be a recipe for success. Unfortunately for Tri-State here, first game and now through 3 quarters and change, they're having that experience here in the District 1 tournament.
Tigers will see this to Geffrey up top, right wing to Smith. Smith with a couple of dribbles, gets this one up and halfway down, rebound, put back, good for 2. Chloe Smith now with 13 points, 9 boards, back with 11. Just going to say a moment ago that Tri-State's by no means out of it, but they need to get a little run brewing in a hurry. Hernandez trying to go over Thomas, shot no, rebound to Shilan, now to Hubrig, jumper off the backboard, can't get it to go. As this will be underneath, then we'll get a tie-up with the arrow going towards Tri-State. As we'll see this here for Adley Mauk coming in for Shilan Maidenwald. The Tigers just going to try to chip away at this deficit. But you're getting to that point of the game too, Nick, where you can't afford too many more empty possessions here for the Tigers.
No, need to win possessions and try and hold Hankinson to an O stretch here for the next couple minutes.
We'll take a break. Time on the floor as Tri-State with the ball when we return.
Performance Ag west of Borup with Eric today. And Eric, you've been around since 2013.
We're a full-service agronomy center. We have the fertilizer, seed, chemical, liquid fertilizer. We got our water there, and we'll have everything right in close proximity now with that new addition to our fertilizer building. Like we like to say at Performance Ag, we don't want all the business, just yours. So the best way to reach me is my cell number. It's 701-799-0356.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill, you'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
Timeout on the floor, brought to you in part by Bank North. 41-30 at the Hankinson Pirates with the advantage by 11 here over the Tri-State Tigers. As we said, this game very much still having a chance for Tri-State. Just a lot of things got to go your way as the Pirates go a little 2-3 zone after the timeout. Jumper from 15 feet by Perez is short. Ireland Malk then will see it with the basketball. She's got her 5th rebound. Uses up the dribble here for Hankinson. Hudson Hubrig, right-handed side, will utilize it now as the Pirates get a foul on Tri-State with Chloe Smith, her 3rd. And for the Tigers, they have one more to give before it's the bonus. Thomas with 3, Smith with 3, and Macy Fritz with 4 here for Tri-State. Hankinson just 3 points in the quarter, and it's the same for the Tri-State Tigers.
Yeah, and I don't know how I feel about, only having one foul to give with 5 minutes left. That's still plenty of time in this one. Don't need to be trying to foul or anything of the sort, but just got to be aggressive but careful still. Don't want to let Hankinson live at the free throw line and just keep adding points to this deficit.
Ireland Malk, tough shot, can't get it to go. Rebound goes to Chloe Smith, and Smith is going out of a cannon up the floor to Geffrey. Left-handed layup, no, and then we get a foul as Geffrey will toe the line. That is what Tri-State will need more of, odd man opportunities, as the foul will be on Adley Malk. And for the Pirates now, 4 on Hubrig, 3 on Kelly, and 3 on Adley Malk as Geffrey goes to the line. Geffrey in this contest, 1 of 4 from the stripe. Free throw attempt is going to go off the iron. Now 3 of 13. Here's Tri-State from the stripe. Free throw attempt number 2 is up and good. Tigers back within 10. Hubring with a couple of dribbles here. Geffrey getting in front. Sees this one to Malk. Gets it across the timeline. Malk left and inside to Kelly. As Kelly will dribble it back out. Smith on the guard. Kelly launches a 3. This will go long. Hernandez saves it. Oh, what a play by Izzy. Never drew iron, though, so shot clock at 15 as they go around the world to Kelly. Left pocket 3. It's good. Kelly now with 6 points and give the hockey assist to Izzy Hernandez.
Wow, what a play there by the 8th grader Hernandez to keep that possession alive, and nice job there by Kelly. Misses the first 3, gets another chance, and able to bury it from the corner.
That's a backbreaker potentially. The foul will be assessed on Ireland Malk, her 3rd, and now the team's 2nd for the Pirates. We'll see a substitution as Lillian Maidenwalt will check into the game. As Perez with Tri-State to inbound the basketball here as the Pirates have 4 minutes to try to close out the Tigers and go 2-0 against Tri-State this season. Tri-State sees a block shot. Hernandez with the block as it goes now to Hubrig. Pirates got numbers if they want to hurry. Hubrig's going to attack the paint, crossing over. And this one will be out of bounds last touch here for Tri-State. All of a sudden, this is where time and score really starts looking at it. Are you going to bring out your old algebra equations and say how many more possessions are you going to get at the end of the day if you're Tri-State? If you're Hankinson, how many can you negate by just holding on the basketball here unless you got a quality open look? As this one goes out of bounds, last touch here by Chloe Smith. Still to come on our post-game show, our player of the game, a little bit of our bracket breakdown, and we'll get to game number 2 of 4 here today with Enderlin Oaks on deck. Stay tuned for our final 3 games here today. Good ball fake by Hubrig, right-handed shot, no. Rebound, put back by Hernandez, and she gets fouled. Tell you what, like a moth to the flame, Izzy Hernandez here in the 4th quarter getting after the basketball here for the Pirates.
That's the same thing we saw yesterday. It was that 4th quarter where we really got to see Izzy at her best, and so far in this 4th quarter, starting to look like much of the same.
Hernandez misses the free throw attempt. Hankinson 0 for 3 in the 4th quarter. They're 6 of 17 in the game from the line. Hernandez, 2nd free throw is short. Rebound, though, to Hubrig, and Hubrig can kick this one out, but it will be an over and back. We'll say you can kick it out and you can start milking some clock and take it all the way down to nearly 3 minutes, but the Tri-State Tigers get the ball And here's the point of the game for Tri-State, quite frankly. You need to score or at least get free throw looks here on every possession from here on out. Tigers taking the screen as they will steps into a jumper. That goes short. Rebound comes down to Camry Kelly. And for Mauk, able just to walk the ball up the floor and set up the offense here for Ireland. Right wing to Kelly. Kelly will see this one. Ball screen coming. Kelly knifes her way inside. This one will be on the deck. Perez, and then there's a foul. That will be on Lillian Maidenwalt, her first, team's third after the Pirates turn the ball over. And Hankinson will bring in Prochnow, Maidenwalt, and also Adley Mauk, while Tri-State will answer with Macy Fritz. District 1 Girls Basketball Tournament today here on YourLiveEvent.com. Also your home for the Boys District Tournament starting up in 13 days at the end of February at Valley City High School. Fritz, right wing, bounce pass. We'll see this one right-hand side now to Westby. Kiara, and then there's a foul by Ireland Mauk, her fourth, and the team's fourth. Or check that, that'll be the team's fifth, pardon me, as we'll see free throws upcoming here for the Tri-State Tigers. Westby to the line. First free throw attempt of the tournament is going to go long. Second free throw attempt on the way for Tri-State. Tigers with just 4 points here in the quarter, 6 for Hankinson. Second free throw attempt is up and in. So Westby goes 1 of 2 from the line. Tigers back within 12. Hudson Huber goes up the floor. No one guarding Ireland. Mauk, who's got an easy Saturday stroll for 2. Like today, driving down the highway, you can take the hood off and enjoy a little winter sun that doesn't sound right as the Chloe Smith 2 points is up and in. Smith now with 15 points. The Pirates will bring this one up the floor, as they will with Charlotte Maidenwalt. Maidenwalt top of the key, able to drive, kick, left wing, and traveling violation for the Pirates. Their 17th. Substitution into the game as Pirates will bring in Camry Kelly, also with Izzy Hernandez and Lillian Maidenwalt as well here for Hankinson. Tigers with Fritz. Thomas posting up on the inside. Geffrey sees it right wing, back to Fritz here. Able to reverse it now on the interior, and there's a foul with Hernandez. Izzy with her third, and line him up yet again here on the way for Thomas. Taylon Thomas, 13 rebounds in the game, is 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Tigers see this one up and in. Let the clock stop yet again. You get to the free throw line, like we said, Nick. You either need the line or at least something to go in at this conclusion of the game. And Thomas makes the first, second one missing. Rebound, though, gets a foul, and do it again here for Chloe Smith. She's got a double-double, 15 points, 11 rebounds for the sophomore.
Good offensive rebound there. Just got to be able to convert these free throws. Try and get this thing down to single digits with a little more than 2 minutes to go. That could be, a little bit of a shot in the arm for Tri-State as they're trying to find a way to stay in this game here in the final couple minutes.
Chloe Smith misses the free throw attempt. Substitution will be Haley Mauk into the game. Second one on the way here for Smith. Smith hits the second. 16 points to lead the floor. Tigers back within 10. Smith nearly got her hand on the basketball and instead picks up the foul. So he nearly got the hand and then the turnover, as we'll see free throws here for the Hankinson Pirates. Foul will come across here again on Smith. That's her fourth, and free throws here for Jessa Prochnow. The freshman guard, first free throw attempt of the tournament, as the Pirates can't get the shooter's roll to go. Hankinson went 1 of 6 in the fourth quarter yesterday against Weimar-Lidgewood in the fourth quarter. Currently 0 for 5 here in the fourth this afternoon, and well, they're 1 of 6 consistent as we see Ireland Mauk into the game. But the free throw line has not been the ally of either team. Both teams can look and say multiple 5 to 10 points that they could have potentially had at the line in this one. Left wing goes Geffrey inside of Thomas. Thomas to left baseline. The Tigers will tiptoe the end line here as they leave it left wing to Geffrey. Now to Fritz. Back up top to Smith as they work it around to Thomas. Thomas works it up top. Here goes Westby. Three-pointer short. Rebound is loose, and the Pirates will come away with it here with Kelly. We'll see what Kevin Jackson wants to do. Play this one straight up or start playing the foul game and try to elongate this as much as he can. Hankinson right wing with Mauk. As Ireland takes a couple of dribbles, there's a timeout here for Jaden Mauk. We'll break as well with 100 seconds to play here in regulation. Pirates at the ball when we return.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
We offer the greatest broadband that anyone can subscribe to. And that's because of the infrastructure that we have been able to build over the last decade. You know, we're talking 10 gigabit per customer. That's the network we're building. There's days I think about what's the network going to be after I retire, where it continues to evolve. And if it evolves as much as what it has in the last 73 years, we can't even dream what it's going to be in the future.
Broadcasting today from the Farmers Union Insurance David Bergman Agency broadcast booth. I'm Chase Miller. He's Nick Furch. We got 1:40 left to play here in the fourth quarter. 11-point contest for Hankinson as the Pirates are a minute and a half away from picking up their first district win, which Nick, just speaking to Coach Malk on what this program's been able to do over the years again. 2 years ago, 2-11. Last year, 4-13. This year, 9-5. Looking to get to 10-5, and you know who says I don't care is Chloe Smith. And she goes the other side of the floor. Smith with a hard drive, can't get it to go. Rebound to Lillian. Up the floor, Adley, Mauk, Smith able to get the turnover. Smith with a head of steam one more time for the Tigers. Smith inside the paint, and there's a good hand defensively by Ireland Mauk, and a foul, and we'll see free throws. See if it's on 20 or 15 here, and this will be on Chloe Smith. Her afternoon is done for the sophomore. She'll finish with 16 points, 11 rebounds, and we'll get 2 free throws here for Ireland Mauk. But again, just to see in a quick turnaround here for Jaden Mauk, this is obviously one of those wins where you can hope to kind of circle as years to come with this program and say this was one of those areas to kind of get us over the hump, and then you're one step closer to a region tournament here, Nick, as well.
I think the other part, too, is 3 years ago they had one player that played with Wyoming Lidgerwood, and that being Shyland Maidenwald. So going from not having a varsity team to now just one win, possibly one win away from making it to a region tournament. That's a very, very impressive thing. Gotta give a big shout out to Jaden Mauk and just this Pirates program for being able to commit to winning and commit to building this program back up for Hankinson.
Fritz, deep three-pointer, that goes short, out of bounds, and it will be Pirate basketball. For the Tri-State Tigers, 3 seniors with Cindy Perez, Macy Fritz, and then Grace Brandenberger here this season for the Tigers that are 55 seconds away from representing Tri-State for the potential final time in their career, as foul will be on Geffrey, her third, and for Coach Jaden Mauk, she's going to clear the bench here as we see this one on the way for Hankinson to shoot free throws with Hudson Hubrig. Hubrig, 10 points, 3 rebounds. She's hit 2 3-pointers here today, and it's done a good job after playing with some early foul trouble where she had 3 in the first half, picked up her 4th in the third quarter to continue to be on the floor right now as Hubrig sees one off the mark. Perez to check in for Tri-State. Lily Gronke to come in for the Pirates with Sydney Whaler as well. Able to get back on the floor here is Kasia Moneylaws, a freshman guard. And you have Jessa Prochnow as Hubrig, free throw attempt number 2. Trying to get to 50 points on the afternoon. Can't do so. This one is loose underneath, and the Tigers will rip this one away with Westby. Macy Fritz, front court, nearly walked with it. Right-handed side, Westby launches a 3-pointer. That goes short. Hubrig able to get the loose ball here. Hubrig front court right wing. Perez will see this one and get in front of the defender and create a turnover. As Haley Mount to check into the game with 34.5 seconds left to play, our first of two loser out games here today with Oaks and Enderlin. If you like black and orange is your color, the next game is for you. Tigers taking the screen as they do. They leave it back up top to Westby as this one trying to get the pass or shot attempt was partially blocked. And the Pirates, all they got to do now is bring the ball up the court, hold on to it, and the Hankinson Pirates will pick up their first win here in the District 1 tournament. And the Hankinson faithful with a nice round of applause, and more importantly for Hankinson, they're going to be advancing to Monday afternoon in a region qualifier here, either against Richland or the Sargent County Bulldogs. Your final today on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, 49-36. Pirates pick up the victory. Post-game show is coming up next here on YourLiveVet.com.
Are you looking for the perfect hardwood for your next winter project? Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has exciting news. Hardwood is now available in the Red River Valley only at Cywick. Whether you're a crafter, woodworker, or hobbyist, they have what you need to make your project. Choose from 3 convenient thicknesses and a beautiful variety of woods: red oak, cherry, white oak, hard maple, walnut, hickory, and poplar. Get started on your next masterpiece with the help of Cywick Lumber and Hardware, Hillsboro.
Quality education, affordable tuition, student opportunities. That's the Viking Promise. Valley City State University. Discover yourself here at VCSU. Visit today. A university that knows your name. Personal relationships with your professors. The tools to help you succeed. That's Valley City State University. Trusted name, affordable degrees. Visit today.
Imagine your life in Hillsboro, a place where neighbors know your name and opportunities are real. Here, you'll find affordable home lots and grants to help you build your future. In Hillsboro, safety, affordability, and community aren't just promises, they're our way of life. With a 24-hour fitness center, a strong school system, a trusted hospital, and a thriving business district, Hillsboro has everything you need to live well. Here, your family is our family, and your future shines bright. Discover Hillsboro, where small-town living means big opportunities.
As we come back on the post-game show, one of our players of the game, Hudson Hubrig, here for the Hankinson Pirates, joined us, able to get in double digits with 10 points, a couple of three-pointers as well, and a handful of rebounds. Hudson, just what does it mean for this team to pick up a District 1 tournament win and get one step closer to that region tournament coming up here on Monday with the qualifier?
Yeah, it feels really great, especially with the year that we had last year. It was a very rebuilding year. So it's kind of great to see all of our progress throughout this past year and, yeah, pull off that win.
Able to have a good first quarter, up 11-2. You played with the lead throughout the majority. Just what did you like from your team's performance here this afternoon?
I feel like we got started a lot quicker today, and we were rebounding very well, and we kind of just communicated a lot better as a team.
As you get ready for Monday, what's the next 48 hours going to be like, knowing that you get one more game? It's your back's to the wall just like it was today, Hudson, but what's the message going to be going forward as you get ready for who your opponent's going to be with the Bulldogs or the Colts?
Yeah, I think just a lot of it's going to be rehydrating and getting our bodies ready and really preparing for whatever it throws at us.
A final thing that I'll have, the balance of this team. You had 10, Ireland had 8, you had 8 as well for Adley. Izzy able to come off the bench with a handful of points. Camry had a couple of threes. Shiling got 7 rebounds. What's it like playing with this kind of balance on offense and defense throughout the course of this season?
You know, it's really fun. Like, we have a very equal team all along with us and stuff. So it's kind of fun to see our starting 5 all averaging around that 10 area instead of just having that one player that stands out. We're all just so balanced, and it's really fun for all of us.
Hey, Hudson, congratulations on the win. Best of luck. We'll see you on Monday afternoon.
Thank you.
Again, join us from the Hankinson Pirates perspective. Hudson Hubrig will continue with more after this and take a look at the final numbers.
Before the farming season moves forward, there's one important decision to make. Every year brings unknowns: weather, markets, yields. Multi-peril crop insurance helps protect the work you put in long before harvest. The MPCI crop insurance closing deadline is March 16th. At IRE Insurance, we've helped generations of farmers plan ahead with confidence. Let's make sure you're ready. Contact Irie Insurance for guidance you can trust.
As we continue here in the post-game show, the Hankinson Pirates pick up the win 49-36. Again, our player of the game brought to you in part by Enbridge. Go to enbridge.com for career opportunities is Hudson Hubrig. As we go from there to our Agassi Precision Egg play of the contest. And for Hankinson, again, just a balanced attack as they were able to have 6 players with 5 or more points here today. And you get that balance. It just doesn't result on one player having to score 23 points as an example to try to win. The balance attack for Coach Jaden Mauk is our play of the game, brought to you in part by Agassi, your local precision planting dealer. Go to planterdoc.com and get ready for the upcoming spring planting season in Hillsboro. Final numbers: 10 points for Hudson Hubrig with 4 rebounds. You had 8 points on the way, 5 boards for Ireland Mauk, 8 points for Adley Mauk with 5 boards as well, 6 for Camry Kelly, 6 for Lillian Maidenwolf, 5 points for 2 boards for Izzy Hernandez, 3 points for Haley Mauk, 2 for Charlotte Maidenwolf, and Prochnow had a rebound. Tri-State led by the 16 of Chloe Smith and 11 boards, 10 points for Emma Fritz. You had 4 points for Macy Fritz, 2 points, 13 boards for Taylon Thomas, 4 points, as we mentioned, for Macy, 2 by Geffrey, 1 point by Loosemore, and 1 point as well for Kiera Westby. As we get to our final segment with our bracket breakdown, brought to you in part by Page Seed and Agronomy, 701-388-2634. So with the win for the Hankinson Pirates, again 49-36 over Tri-State, they will play against the loser of either Richland or Sargent County on Monday at 4:30. Pirates improved to 10-5 on the season. Tri-State will finish the year at 3-19 in final games for Cindy Perez, Macy Fritz, and Grace Brandenberger as well. That again is our bracket breakdown, brought to you in part by Page Seed and Agronomy. We'll take a break in about just over 15 minutes. We'll get to the opening tip of our next contest, featuring the Oaks Tornadoes and the Enderlin Eagles. Congratulations to the Pirates. We'll see them on Monday afternoon for a region qualifier.